physical media recommendation video, I'm going over top 5 criterions that you're forgetting to pick up during the sale time, and you really shouldn't, because these are awesome freaking Criterion movies. And I'm going to give you also 5 Criterion titles with a little bit of rant of ones I wish I did forget about. So let's get into this. And of course, as we go through my list, if you love Criterion, boutique labels, physical media collecting, you're in the right spot. Mega smash that like and subscribe. Put in the comments below Criterion titles you wish to forget and ones you think more people should know about. So now let's get into this list of recommendations. First up, we're going to have Parasite. You are sleeping on this title, my friend. This is a great Criterion release. I'm going to give you several reasons why. Oh my gosh. First, a phenomenal movie directed by Bong Joon-ho. It's just filmed so well. I love the performances here. The story's really interesting. I didn't know how well it was going to keep up on a rewatch, but it was excellent at home. So I can rewatch this one multiple times, and this edition is fantastic. I mean, Criterion really packed in the supplements. They even have a different version of the movie in here. On the second disc, they have a black and white edition, which is really cool. I don't think the standard 4K release had that edition. So if you want kind of the complete set here, you got to get Criterion's Parasite. Yes, I mean, just for the supplements alone, but also the cool casing, packaging here. It's like digipack slipcover design. Really love that. And also, guess what, guys? I got this super cheap off of Amazon. It was under like $15. So hopefully the deal's still going on. If it is, I'll definitely put that Amazon affiliate link in the description below. If you want to pick up any Criterion titles, definitely help support the channel. But yeah, Parasite is excellent. Really love that one. And oh my gosh, Criterion just did a great job there. All right, next up, one that was a complete blind buy. I didn't know if I was going to like it, but I totally did. Love and Basketball. Wow, this is a phenomenal romance story. I really like how the story was told here. It's almost a coming-of-age story in a way, because you see all these different people at different ages, right? Different points of time in their life. And so that's really cool. So, of course, it has some drama to it, but it has heart, it has emotion, a couple comedic moments in there. And I just love how it ends, too. Like, I mean, the ending, you really got to stick the landing for a romance movie, and this movie totally does it. So I love where Criterion did with this one, and oh my gosh, the Blu-ray looks beautiful here. So yeah, Love and Basketball. A lot of people slept on this one, didn't pick it up. I don't think it's going to get a 4K release. It would be cool if it did, but you're probably just going to be able to get a Blu-ray of it, and it's totally worth it. So Love and Basketball, highly, highly recommend if you're into romance drama movies. Very, very good. And like I said, I mean, it is dramatic, but like I said, I love the ending. The ending is very good. All right, next up, we're going to have Nanny. Yes, this was a cool little title. That was another blind buy. Didn't know what to expect. I knew it was a horror movie. I knew it was streaming on Amazon, and that was cool. Criterion picked it up to do a physical media release. I love when they do that, when they preserve film. That's what Criterion is all about, so that's fantastic. But it's directed in a really cool way. It's kind of atmospheric. There's some creepy images and moments. I won't say it's overly terrifying or overly scary. Like, there's not a ton of like there's not like creatures jumping up and things like that, right? It's more low key than that. But I love the social commentary that goes along with it. That's the powerful stuff there. Really good messages in this movie, at least to create awareness of these different communities, what people go through. And once again, it tells it in an interesting way, and enough horror elements in there for at least horror fans to really check this one out and give it a chance. It kind of reminds me even more of like a thriller in a way, like a Get Out, right? Kind of some horror, kind of some thriller moments. Definitely reminds me of that. A lot of good social commentary. So Nanny, don't sleep on this one. Like I said, I love when they put streaming titles to physical discs, the preserve them. So I want to see them do more of that. So let's go Criterion. Let's keep doing that good stuff. All right, next up, we are going to have The In-Laws. Nobody talks about The In-Laws, but this is a funny little kind of like almost a buddy cop title in a way, because you got these two guys, of course, right? In-laws to each other, and they have to learn to get along, or at least get through some stuff, right? And they kind of go on this adventure, and they get swept up into all sorts of shenanigans, a lot of funny moments. Peter Falk and Alan Arkin in here, they're very good. They're kind of comedic chemistry there. So very funny. Once again, a little bit globetrotting in a way because they end up in different locations, like they end up in Honduras and whatnot. But it's actually a pretty good, funny, classic title here that a lot of people don't talk about. So don't sleep on this one either. The In-Laws. If you're into comedies, classics, I highly recommend. All right, next up, we're going to have another great classic comedy, and we're going to have Broadcast News. Oh my gosh. Now, this kind of has everything. I mean, it has the comedy for sure, but it has romance in there, it has drama. It's like an everything kind of movie, I like to call it, where you're really kind of pleased with all these different genres here, but the cast is stellar. Oh my gosh. A young Holly Hunter in there. You have Albert Brooks, William Hurt, I believe. A very good cast ensemble there. A lot of great chemistry. They're very funny and entertaining. You know, like a broadcast news network. Of course, you're getting to see them get into all sorts of shenanigans and love triangles and all that fun stuff, right? But really good. And it keeps you on your toes by then, too. I will say that. So, broadcast news, I'm going to highly, highly recommend. All right. So those are the 5 titles. Once again, people are sleeping on. Don't sleep on them. I know they don't get talked about enough. There's not enough hype around them, but they're excellent titles that I think are going to please a lot of people. All right, so let's get into now 5 titles with a little bit of a rant that I kind of want to forget about because I made a mistake picking them up. And just the more I sit with them, the more I'm like, I just don't care for it. Maybe my memory can be wiped so I don't have to remember these movies and for different reasons. Once again, they're not bad films or anything like that. Actually, they have some major fans and maybe show up on some top lists. So they're definitely beloved by many. But I'll have to go over the issues, right, that I have with them. Now, this one here at the bottom was one I struggled with because there's some stuff I like about it. But Mildred Pierce, definitely a classic movie. Oh my gosh, what pisses me off as it sits with me, it's the daughter in here. Terrible, terrible human. Oh my gosh. I mean, the actor gave a great performance here because I despise this daughter by the end of it. Just so terrible to her mother. And it's like your mother's tried her best and you're playing your own mama right there. Like, come on. Like, oh man, one of the greatest villains of all time, I guess you could say. So I don't like that, right? Because once again, she's so mean spirited that it just by the end, like it doesn't get to that big joyous happy moment I'm looking for. Not enough there, and so it just leaves you with a little bit of a sour taste. Unfortunately, at least for me. Once again, I love really happy endings where mostly everybody benefits and just has a good old time. But this one, unfortunately, more of a villain story, you could say. All right, next up, we're going to have, ooh, yeah, some wildlife. I know I've ranted on this before, but Jake Gyllenhaal, you let me down. Oh my gosh. Talk about a failed premise for a movie because they could have made this really cool. Wildlife. I thought it was going to be about this guy going out fighting wildfires. It's going to be action and it's going to be so cool. And you really don't get any of that, unfortunately. It's more of just a drama, like a hardcore drama about a failed marriage. And it's just like, oh, I've seen this before. It's not that interesting. And I've seen it done better before. Like, I'd rather watch Marriage Story than this. And, 100 other titles that deal with kind of like failed relationship stuff. Give me some Mrs. Doubtfire, right? But yeah, wildlife, totally forgettable. Well, actually, it sticks with me because I'm trying to forget it. I'm trying to forget this one because it was so just annoying to watch. Okay, I can't do it no more. Wildlife, get out of my memory. Let's wipe it from my memory. Why did I pick you up? Unfortunately. All right, next up, Punch Drunk Love. Yes, Adam Sandler, who gives a more dramatic performance here. Now, I do like some of his dramatic stuff. Like, I love Uncut Gems, Reign Over Me. I mean, those are some of my favorite movies of all time. Punch Drunk Love, though, just kind of hurts my brain a little bit. It's very psychedelic, very trippy moments. Some scenes you're like, what's going on here? Is this fantasy? Is this actually happening? There's like a romance in it as well. But it just doesn't come together by the end for me. I know it's a dark comedy, but I'm not laughing as much as I would like. So you kind of just, I don't know, feel bad for people in this movie by then. You're like, it's rough. It's rough. So if this just left the memory, I forgot about this one entirely, I'd be perfectly fine with that. Let me trade this in for some Uncut Gems, and I will be a happy camper there. So yeah, sorry, Punch Drunk Love. All right, next up. Woo! This one is a stinker to me, in my opinion. But I know some people love this one, The Seventh Seal by Ingmar Bergman, right? Did I say it right? Sorry if I pronounced the name wrong. I apologize. This is a foreign language film. Once again, I did not know that going into this movie, so that kind of shocked me right away. I'm like, gotta read some subtitles now. Okay, I'm down with that. I like Parasite. All right. But oh man, this movie is just boring. It's nonsensical. What the heck is really going on? Can anybody tell me the actual like story, plot, and messaging to this movie? Like I know there's some themes in there that kind of look cool. You got like death and he's playing chess, and I thought that was gonna be a bigger thing by the end, but I don't know, it just feels like the stuff just thrown in together and you're like, okay, why by the end of it? Can someone explain this movie to me? I would love explain in the comments below. Why do you love this movie? Can you make sense of the story for me? Please, please. All right, next up, last one. I know I'm gonna get heat for these movies, guys. I know that's okay. Bring it on in the comments. I love it. But okay, this last one. Oh man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. On the Waterfront. Ooh, I know what you're saying now. A lot of people love this one, think it's one of the greatest films of all time. I know some people that watch this multiple times a year, and I just thought it was boring. Oh my gosh, Marlon Brando. Let me tell you, buddy. I don't know. I don't like some of his older classic performances. Like until I get to see him into The Godfather. I mean, before that, I wasn't a big fan of his classic performances. Even in what's that one classic black and white movie, like has Street in the name? I don't know. I've already forgot that one. But anyway, I don't know. It's just stale to me. It's not that exciting. I know, like they're on the docks and there's some kind of shenanigans going on and stuff. But I don't know. It's just when I watched it, just was putting me to sleep. Okay, I couldn't do it. Just didn't find it that exciting compared to other movies that were released after this one. So it could have been a contender for some people on their top favorite list, but not for me, unfortunately. I want to forget this one. So bye bye on the waterfront. But there we go, my friends. That's just my thoughts right now. Those were my 5 recommendations that I think are flying under people's radar that you should consider picking up in the sale. And also 5 titles that I thought were overhyped that I kind of want to forget about. But I know you might disagree with these titles, these choices I gave. That's perfectly fine. Let me know in the comments below what titles you like, what titles you would recommend. Let's have those fun movie conversations down below. Once again, if you haven't already, go ahead and mega smash that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you're alerted when a new physical media recommendation video posts. We talk Criterion, we talk other boutique labels, and everything in the world of physical media to keep you entertained and informed. And of course, you love this topic, go ahead and share it out to another collector that hasn't visited the channel yet. Let's grow this community in 2025, and just have a great day watching and talking your movies, my friends. And once again, you love this physical media topic, go ahead and mega smash another video, watch it all the way through right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.